Hey everyone, Kara from Friday Night Light. It is cold and rainy here today, so I've got my nice warm hoodie on and I'm about to turn the fireplace on because I like it hot. But God doesn't have me in a hot climate, so He must have a reason for it. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about Gear Up. This is this week's episode of FNL Reload. Gearing up. See, there's a cost to following Christ. There is really a cost to doing what God says and following Him no matter what. There's a cost to allowing Holy Spirit to run your life. We can't just go to church and not leave impacted to do something for the kingdom. Look, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be willing. But first, you have to count the cost. In Luke 14:25-30, Jesus said to the massive crowds, He said, "When you follow me as my disciple, you must put aside your father, your mother, your wife, your sisters, your brothers. Yes, you will even seem as though you hate your own life. This is the price you'll pay to be considered one of my followers. And anyone who comes to me must be willing to share my cross and experience it as his own, or he can't be considered to be my disciple. So don't follow me without considering what it will cost you. For who would construct a house before first sitting down to estimate the cost to complete it? Otherwise, he may lay the foundation and not be able to finish it, and then he'll be ridiculed by the neighbors. Look, what will it truly cost to follow Jesus? Everything. Everything. When you live totally surrendered to Him, it's weird to other people. Are you willing to be called weird? When you live totally surrendered and willing to do whatever He says, it will be offensive to some people. Are you willing to offend for the advancement of the kingdom? When you give up your dream college or your dream job or your dream whatever to follow what God says, people are going to think that you're crazy. Are you willing to be called crazy? Because really being sold out to Him means that you're going to probably lose some friendships. And that's going to hurt. It'll be sad. It could mean some of your family or a lot of your family thinking that you're crazy, that you're nuts. Can you handle that? Because only you can answer that question. Is the advancement of the kingdom worth it? The cost is high. We've seen it and we've experienced it. And we have decided that whatever He wants is whatever we'll do. Because the advancement of the kingdom, in our opinion, is worth it no matter the cost. Jesus goes on to say in that same passage, in verse 31, have you ever heard of a commander who goes to war without first sitting down with strategic planning to determine the strength of his army to win the war against a stronger opponent? So what is your plan for following His plan? Have you surrounded yourself with people like you, but they have strengths where you have weaknesses? Have you geared up? Have you outlined scriptures on spiritual warfare and God's promises to get you through those bad days? Have you searched your heart for those untouchable areas and given those to God, making them touchable by God? Because we have to look at every avenue and every piece of our heart and every piece of our minds to decide, are we really willing to be sold out to whatever His plan and purpose is for our life? Because there is a cost to it. There is a cost. So make sure you've counted it. Make sure you've got your team ready and your battle plan ready. Gear up and prepare, because God really can take you to places you never thought possible. He can do things through you you never dreamed imaginable. He can take you to places you've only dreamed about going. It's incredible. It really is. But it is expensive too. So He can use you in a way, and He will use you in a way where everyone sits back and goes, who did that? How did they even make that happen? Because He doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. So are you unqualified? Yeah, so are we. So are Shane and I. Does it matter? It only matters if you're not totally sold out to His plan for your life. So gear up and get prepared, because you're going to need it for where He's taking you in the days ahead. It's time. Rise up and have a great day.